All right, my friends, and here is part 2 for your answers. Now we are going to go over questions 3 and 4. So for question 3, it said copy the octagon and its image on grid paper. So here is the octagon. You had to have labeled all of the vertices and then put its image over here. Now you had to have put this image in the exact same spot that it is on here in relation to this shape, or else this question won't work properly. So make sure that this image is the same amount away from this shape, okay? Describe as many different single transformations as you can that move the octagon to its image. And for each transformation, label the vertices of the image, okay? So up here, I have the original, and here is the image. So one option you could do is translate 5 right and 5 up. So you can look at T, for example, 5 right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a single transformation. Another one you could do is reflect on the line between T and P prime. So here's T and here's P prime, so this line in between. If I reflect over that, the shape is going to go over here and be opposite of this shape up here. Then on the line ST or P prime, W prime, so here's ST. This ST, once I reflect it the first time, it's actually going to be connected here, and then I reflect it over like that. So those are the 2 options that I came up with that are single transformations, okay? Then for number 4, copy this octagon on grid paper. So this guy right here, you also had to have copied down the line of reflection and this J point. It says draw and label both images each time. Now I recommended to you guys on the Google Classroom assignment that you do each part of 4 on a different grid because it will get too hectic. So hopefully you did that. So A, we're going to translate the octagon 2 squares right and 3 squares down. So, oh, where's my 4A? Hang on. Oh, it's up here. Silly me. So here is my original in pink. So we were supposed to do 2 right and 3 down. So I'll do it with E, 2 right, 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3. So here is the first translation. Then translate the image 4 squares left and 4 squares up. So I'm going to move from this guy, I'll use F prime, 4 squares left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squares up, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is my final shape for this translation in 4A. If your picture doesn't look like this, please make sure you give this one a try again, okay? Then for B, reflect the octagon in a line through DE. So here's B here, here's my original. So DE is right here, so I reflected my shape over that line, and now it is over here. You can see B are closer together, A's are closer together. It doesn't just translate because it reflected. The A's are on the opposite ends, B's are on the opposite ends. Then reflect the image in the given line of reflection. So now that I reflected it like this, I'm going to reflect it over the line of reflection. So you can see my shape is 1 square away from the line, so my next reflected shape has to also be 1 square away from the line. So here is my new shape. Again, the A's are on opposite sides, the B's are on opposite sides. It is important that you try labeling the vertices when you're doing these questions to show you know exactly where the shape is going and where those new points are. Then we had C, rotate the octagon 90 degrees clockwise about point F. So again, purple is the original here. So 90 degrees clockwise around point F. So here's F right here. You can see F and F prime stay the same because we're rotating on that point. So I rotated 90 degrees clockwise about point F, and now I have this pink shape. Then you are supposed to rotate the image 180 degrees about point J. So we look over here. Here's point J, and I rotated 180 degrees around point J to get my shape over here. So again, if your pictures do not look like this, make sure you give this question another try. Okay, and lastly, D says, what can you say about the octagon and all its images? What it's asking about is congruency. Are these shapes still congruent? And the answer is yes. right? Even though we are moving the shapes, which is what transformations is all about, we are not actually changing the shape. So you could say this octagon and all of its images are congruent. Okay, I hope that these made sense. If not, make sure to make a note, ask me about it over email or during our next Google Hangout. Okay, good luck, you guys. Talk to you soon.